Hello and welcome to episode 6 of the Slalt. I'm your host Daniel, and I'm joined today by my co-hosts Caden, Joseph and Noah, and by our first ever guest, Kid Boing, aka Ben. Before the episode starts, I'd like to ask that you take the time to please give us a positive rating wherever you're listening, and to follow our socials at Slaltcast on Twitter and Instagram.
And then I said, that's my wife.
So we have a very special episode this week. We are joined by a true internet celebrity, the one and only Kid Boing.
Oh, stop it, you.
You may know him from his prestigious rap career, or also the fact that he has fucking 200,000 followers on TikTok. What the fuck is that about?
He's basically Charlie D'Amelio, but hot. and over and
legal.
And overage and legal age.
Just quickly on that, I dead set don't see the hype over her. Like she looks like a fucking
Well,
troll.
because she's underage. So
yeah, that's true, Joseph.
I'm not going to comment on it.
Joseph,
I've been called out before.
Joseph, why are you acting like you don't say you want to be with her
exactly
every other time? Right?
I'm pretty sure I remember you saying a lot.
Her older sister,
Okay.
who's legal.
So that's probably a good starting point, Ben. Do you want to... What got you into TikTok?
Oh
What made you start posting there?
God, bro, I don't even. It's not. Okay. Drama. Year 12, year 11. I wanted to put that to good use in some way. I think.
Fuck yeah.
That's cool. You've made the most out of your high school education
Exactly.
than anyone in here.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Yep, 100%.
So, Ben, I've been scrolling for the past 30 minutes on your TikTok, and I can't seem to find the end. How many do you produce a day? Just wondering.
When I'm like in prime, like when I'm like don't have shit to do, 5 a day.
What the
Five
fuck?
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
It's actually not that bad. That's
How do
actually
you
good.
think
though.
of?
Is that
How do you
genuine?
have
I
that
don't
much
use TikTok,
knowledge?
so I got no idea what's going on. I'm just kind of here fucking for shits and gigs.
I guess.
Oh, I just found the last one.
So pretty much.
The first one, I mean.
Pretty much. Oh, the one that I posted 32 minutes ago.
The one with the
he was
Twitter,
grinding
the
just
tweet?
before the recording session.
Yeah. Well, no, I've got 3 ready to go that I'm going to be posting during this podcast in my drafts.
Oh man, what
He
a
does
what
nothing but hustle. Oh man.
He's
Yeah, exactly.
on the constant hustle.
Nah, like I don't know. I just find it fun. Like it's so easy. Like I used to. Dan knows that. You guys probably know this as well. I used to have that old YouTube channel back
Fuck
in the day.
yeah.
all the Minecrafters, all that shit. But like that's just like you don't get paid enough for that shit nowadays. And it's not even that. It's just like the whole YouTube is toxic in terms of it's turning too mainstream. If you go on
Too many
YouTube and
liberals.
it's like, yeah, it's like all like the only shit that trends is fucking like America's Got Talent and all that bullshit.
Yeah, it's all that fucking talk show hosts and shit like that.
Yeah. So TikTok came along and I was like, oh cool, I can make fucking Oh, are we allowed to swear by the way?
Yeah, we're like.
Who the fuck do you think you're talking
It's
to?
literally just
Okay.
Lauren.
What the
It's
fuck,
just
bro?
Lauren.
Yeah, Lauren Ward,
Yeah,
thank
I-
you for listening once again.
Hi Lauren. Get
Kids-
your man in order. We need
yeah.
it for the soccer season.
Tell Matt that his sister's hot.
And yeah, Lauren, your sister-in-law is hot.
Ben, your TikToks are like actually funny as well though. So how the fuck do you come up with new ideas for fucking 5 a day? Like how the fuck does that happen?
I don't like you scroll through the fucking. This is what I say to people. Like I have people like, oh my god, how do you get like one of the videos got what 12 mil the other day, and it's people like, how do you get like millions of views on videos? Like how's that even possible? And it's like you post 5 a day. And even if all of them flop, one of them's bound to get, some views.
Yeah.
And in terms of coming out with ideas, fucking scroll Reddit, mate. Reddit is Reddit is fucking amazing. Dark humor and memes subreddit. Again, I've got a bunch from there before. I've even some like on Facebook. You see some good memes, and it's like fuck, I could make a TikTok out of that. And then it's all about finding the right sound.
That's
to
a
go with the
TikTok.
right-
That's a
Story.
TikTok.
Yeah, 100%. That's pretty much it. Me scrolling through fucking Reddit all day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I've seen some of yours have
that's a
blown
true
up
boy.
fucking huge. So what's the most popular one that you've posted?
Is it the
That
waiter?
one,
was it-
that I posted the other day, where it's like
The waiter one, yeah?
yeah, the waiter
Yeah.
one where it's like, oh, I'm 11, so shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're actually 14.
That got
yeah.
that's at like 12 mil views.
Jeez.
And
Jesus Christ.
It is
Oh,
funny,
12
right?
point-
Like
12.2 million views.
as much as we're sitting here talking about numbers and stuff, but like I've had mates up here who have no connection to you whatsoever, no recollection of anything, share your shit to their story, and I
Yeah.
see your face pop up, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is weird.
Yeah.
Well, I saw the other day on Twitter the one you made, like how many kids are down here? Fucking 37. I counted it myself. I saw that on Twitter, posted
Bro,
just by someone
that-
random.
I am so happy that got views because that was like dead set that, and you know, Dan, you know the toaster one.
The
that I
toaster
made?
one is my favorite one.
that one, that toaster one, and then that kid with the kids in my that one with the kids in my basement is those are my two favorite, and I'm so because the toaster one didn't really get recognition, but the one I'm so glad that got views.
So do you actually have 37 kids in your basement?
Yeah, 38 now.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Where'd you get the
Pumps out
new one
kids
from?
like he pumps out TikToks. 5 a day.
I'm on that grind, bro.
Literally.
do you buy?
God.
Do you buy more with like the $400 worth of COD points you bought recently?
Yes, sir. I know you're just scrolling right now, aren't you?
Oh no, not anymore because you said so. But like, I
What?
was.
Well, you're a stalker. I posted that 1 hour ago.
Hey, I keep up to date, bro. So you know, like I gotta look for new content.
He's gotta find that
Respect.
clout. He's gotta chase that clout.
Yeah.
man.
Caden, that's crazy. Like that you say that because I haven't heard anyone say that before.
But it's funny, like-
where
I've had one of my mates, like a chick that I knew up here for reasons that I won't discuss in public, passed
Wait,
on
what?
a few of your TikToks to her story. So like every now and again, people will shit post. But it was funny because she'll post a bunch of different TikToks. But then as I keep spamming through, your face popped up. And I was like, what the... I know this kid. Why is someone who has no connection to you whatsoever is now sharing shit that you do on Instagram?
Unfortunately, I know this kid.
But it was like just random. And it was like...
Oh man.
That was the part that realized I was like, oh, so it's legit.
Well, I knew it was legit when 9gag, the official 9gag account of Instagram messaged me, and I was like, "Fuck,
Holy
man."
shit! I didn't know
Like-
that happened.
We made it.
Yeah, and they asked me, they were like, "Can we share a video to our 9gag TikTok page?" And I went and checked out their TikTok page. Anyway, they're over there with like 500,000 followers,
Jeez.
and I'm like, "Yeah, you know what? Go for it, whatever."
I won't say
I'll-
no.
Yeah, well, in my head, I was just like, "Mum, I've made it, Mum, and then
Mum, get the
but then I
camera.
was
Get
just
the
like,
camera.
yeah. And I just replied back. I was just like, yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah, do whatever you need, man. I was like, I didn't want to like. I saw that they had a massive platform, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna say no to that.
But
Yeah,
it
'cause
was,
I think it even went on like their full, like their proper page as well, didn't it?
Oh god, I don't even know. I don't use 9gag anymore.
Yeah, I don't think
but-
many
That
people
shit's
do anymore,
old,
unfortunately.
bruh.
Other than like the actual page, like the Facebook and stuff pages and like Instagram
Yeah.
pages, I don't think people actually use the platform anymore
it's
itself.
kind of cool that they actually
Yeah.
hit you up and didn't just like rip your shit.
Didn't just steal it, yeah.
Yeah, well, because I think they're an
I
actual
know.
sort of platform, so they kind of.
I mean, look at every other fucking platform. There's plenty of horror stories of like genuine like Instagram or Facebook pages just ripping shit from other platforms.
like Unilad and shit like that.
Well, I think
Yeah.
9gag
Yeah,
did get
yeah.
in heaps of trouble over that in the past, and that's
Yeah.
why they probably did it properly now.
It's good to know at least.
Mm.
And so did that get you like? Did you notice like a bump in followers after that, or?
Yeah, like every time a video gets a significant amount of views, like because I always post at night, so I wake up and I'll see like a significant amount, like
Because
Does that
What was
does
it?
posting at night, does that help with like a US audience, or is your audience like mostly like what kind of analytics does TikTok give you?
funnily enough, they give you as much, if not more, than YouTube.
Oh,
Jeez.
really?
I'm pulling it up now. Yeah, but you gotta like switch over to a pro.
Isn't
account.
it much the same as like Spotify and shit? Like where you get your analytics as to how like you get your
Yeah,
activity time and you get your fucking like age gap and stuff.
Yeah, facts.
That's kind of cool. I guess.
It's crazy. Like it's insane. I'm just looking at the followers now to answer your question.
Just got so
I have, yeah.
many.
30% of United States from the US,
Okay.
and then 22% are from Australia, and then 12 from the UK.
Damn.
Oh wow, so
And
you
then
got
the-
that's a pretty
You got
like
an awesome
wide
mix.
range, yeah.
Yeah, 56% female, mate. Huh.
Ooh,
Oh,
Hell yeah.
oh,
thirst trap.
oh damn, oh damn, but they are 12.
But yeah, that's the thing, eh? Well, I
But
think I
like
just blew out
I've
my
noticed,
mic.
like with shit that I post, whether it's like on Instagram or like even when uploading songs and shit, you notice like there's
Subtle.
you get more action with different time frames.
Yeah.
So for example, like in Instagram posts, like with my band and stuff like that, I notice I do better early mornings than I do, say, at fucking midday or something, because early morning you can tell everyone gets up, they check their phone maybe while they're having breakfast or just while they're sitting in bed.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, that's
So you've got more.
It's like when you
activity
post
in
an
those
Insta at
times.
night.
Yeah,
When
exactly.
you post an Insta at night, like you do, it was like 7, 8 o'clock. Everyone posts
facts. Yeah,
the Insta. Yeah, because it always gets like the high enough because everyone's on their phone.
exactly.
It's that traffic. You want to get peak traffic, bro.
Yeah, like I'll go from like I think for TikTok I go like post at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11, and then whatever.
And fucking, you know what? It works as well because the amount of times I'll be scrolling in bed and I'll just see like a handful of yours just in a row
That's the truth.
on my fucking For You page.
Honestly, I just find it crazy how I didn't know TikTok was that big of a platform. I started making it because like I was actually originally going to start it to help with music marketing and distribution and stuff, because so many people, like artists, are blowing up on TikTok just by like other influencers.
Well, yeah, it's made and break, fucking makes and breaks a lot of people.
Yeah.
Can't fucking speak. Like Baby No Money, he fucking La 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 popped off because of TikTok.
Exactly,
That's
yeah.
like one example.
What's
Yeah, there's heaps.
oh, what's the one where it's like, you know, the one where it's like they call me Tiago, I don't
Yeah.
know who's Margot.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
guy.
he's massive now, like he's
Yeah.
huge because of that. And
Actually, I've got a genuine interesting question, because I want to know your opinion of it, Ben, as someone who is in the middle of all that culture.
Yeah.
My opinion of like TikTok music and all that kind of stuff from the outside is I think it's very simplified. And
yeah,
I think it's very trendy and attractive.
I love-
Whereas, what's your opinion of, like, say, TikTok-based artists and music? Stuff that's kind of pitching towards that genre of stuff.
okay, I could go all day on it, but I know that it's just so much. This
Please do. We have an hour to fill.
But are you like a for or against? Like, do you agree and like the way that music is shaping based towards, like, TikTok being, like, short, attractive music, or, like...
Well, so basically making like songs memes.
yeah.
Kind of, in a way, yeah.
So you have to, you gotta understand, like people, a lot of the songs that people, I don't like when artists make a song specifically for TikTok.
For TikTok,
So-
yeah.
I was like that Drake's song with the Cha-Cha Slide. or
Yeah,
whatever.
Twisted
Twisted
Slide,
that was
yeah.
it.
Like that was
Yeah.
that's an alright song, like it's catchy and shit, but you just know that he made it for 12-year-olds to dance for, and it just kind of ruins it. If, like
Okay.
you have I don't know, like, what do you guys listen to, but I listen to like rap and hip hop and stuff. But if you know that song by DaBaby, Rockstar, with Roddy
Yeah.
Ricch
Yeah.
at the moment, that's
Yeah.
that's not like that's the type of shit that should be going viral, not these like shitty songs that like people are just like making so that they can make a good joke out of it on TikTok, or like put it to a good sound for a meme or something like that's a good song. And then you've got like I'm trying to find a good example of a terrible.
I mean, but you go on the For You page and there's a different one every
Yeah.
week of just some shitty song. And there's like one or two words in it that people use to react to something, and then the same memes just shout out over and over again until it's dead.
Exactly.
But by that time, the
So
song's
you're-
blown up. And,
Even though you're in, like, the thick of the whole TikTok community and, like, the way it's all trending, like, both in the music and entertainment part of it, you're still kind of on the opinion of, like, you want good, real music that isn't just a cheap fucking grab at some kind of trend.
Yeah. So you've got the like I said, you've got the people that come from music and onto TikTok to promote their music, and a lot of the time it's fine. But then you've got the people who try to make a music career off their TikTok.
Yeah, okay.
And you have you can distinguish which ones actually are gonna be, you know, good. Like don't get me wrong, that his name's Tiags, who made that They Call Me Tiago song. His music is like, he's actually good, but he makes songs so that they'll blow up on TikTok.
Okay.
yeah.
Which is a shame, because like he could actually do so much. Like he could get fucking features and shit with bigger artists, and like actually take his whole recording level to a new his recording quality to a new level.
Like quality, yeah.
But he keep
But I guess
Yeah, go on.
I guess if he builds his following from TikTok, gets big enough, then he could pivot into being a better, like a bigger artist.
Yeah, exactly.
A better
right.
artist. Speaking of like fame and notoriety on TikTok, I'm not too sure how it works. Is there any way to like cash out of TikTok? Like, are you making any money from it?
I have people that hit me up because you got to go live to make any money on TikTok.
No, okay.
And if you don't,
Didn't you get like sponsors and stuff?
you do, yeah, you do get sponsors. There's two types of ways we can make good money: is by sponsors and then by artists asking if they can use, if you can use their song in one of your videos.
Oh, okay. Fucking nice.
Yeah, so I had.
So you'll get actual like, say like other rappers or songwriters and stuff.
Yep.
Hitting you up, paying you to feature their song in your TikTok.
That's right. Yeah,
That's kind of cool.
I had a guy message me last week or the week before, I think. Yeah, and he said he wanted me to use 3 of his songs in videos or whatever, and then he's like, how much you gonna charge? And I'm just like, oh, honestly, bro, I don't mind. What's your budget? Because this was the first time that I've ever like
Been hit up like that. Yeah.
And then he was just like, I've got a $200 budget for each song, and he had 3 songs, and then I'm like,
Fuck.
oh shit. Okay.
It's like, bro, I'll do it for 150. What the fuck?
Yeah. Well,
I was
Jesus.
expecting like I was expecting you to say like $20.
yeah.
Yeah, $20 for like all 3 altogether, bro. Like,
Yeah.
what the
Well,
fuck?
you'd think so, but he was like, nah, bro, like I've seen, and it was after that video I made about the waiter and stuff where it went really viral.
Yeah.
So he was like,
That's the one that I seen got shared around.
yeah, oh mate, I had people in over in America, because my brother lives over in America, and I had people in the UK got posted on like one of the UK's biggest meme pages or something, and I was like, what the fuck?
That's nice.
But he saw that and was like, I'm gonna hop on that, and for whatever reason, but he offered me $400 for 3. Well, no, he offered me the equivalent of $600 US for free for 3 songs, and then I said,
Fuck.
nah, bro, that's alright, that's too much. And then he was just like, alright, what do you want to do then? I'm like, honestly, I'd be fine with doing like 100 each song, like if that, you know, like. And he'd be like, alright, how about I give you 400 for the 3 of them? And I'm like, say less, fam. You know, I understand.
Don't say less.
Well, like, what is like 600 AUD?
Yeah,
something roughly,
555.
550.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And I was.
Damn, that's how you bought all those COD points.
No, yeah. He was like really like down and pay. I was like, bro, how much money does this kid have? Like, and so he just PayPal'd me like straight away, and then it was that easy. Like, I'm like, you don't have to pay me that much. He's like, nah, bro, I love your videos and stuff. I want to get my songs out there more and stuff, and I think you'll be really able to help me out. And yeah.
Have you made TikToks for those songs yet?
I have, yeah. I made a few. I think I made 4.
Fucking nice.
Did you post them or are they still in the drafts?
No, I posted 3 of them, and I got a couple more in the drafts because he said he only wants 3 videos, but I'm gonna do more just because
You just feel bad.
yeah, he gave me so much money, so I'm just gonna like chuck in like another 3 or something for him as well.
Is it a good song? Are they good songs?
One of them is really good. I only like one of them. It's I'm trying to find the video for you. The one where it's like trying to switch teams when you're doing sport, like in.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that one.
I saw that one on my For You page the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So,
like the punchline's like that they like, oh, why can't I switch teams? They switch sides like revolving doors, and then it like flicks over
the
to these
alphabet
like
kids.
the alphabet kids, the
Yeah.
LGBTQ.
Yeah.
So actually, that's a good lead into something. An actual question I do have: do you get like hate? Because your TikToks are like hilarious, but they're like kind of edgy humor about the fucking
like that
pedophiles or the alphabet people
like-
and that.
Especially
So,
like your first big one too, like that one in the bathroom when you came out of the disabled toilet one.
Dude, I'm pretty
Like-
sure like one of the top comments on there was like, "This is not all right. Like this, this is so discriminatory. I can't even say that word. This is so rude and all this stuff. Like,
But like we know that this is obviously satire and that you support LGBTQ rights and stuff, and that you don't actually mean any of the things, that this is just like satirical jokes. So do you get a lot of hate?
yes, in short, I do get a shit ton of hate. Especially on videos got to do with LGB, blah blah blah.
LBG, fucking AFAZ.
Yeah. But
So just-
surprisingly,
Oh, so I was just gonna say just quickly, what's your just before we what's your actual like at is it like at Kid Boing or like
yeah,
Kid Boing.
It'll all
Boing,
be in the
space, yeah.
description on that for anyone listening.
okay,
All
alright.
I imagine most of
Fine.
the people listening are going to be your fans anyway. It's
Yeah.
your fans
Well,
and
yeah.
Lauren. Yeah.
Man,
Also,
man.
I noticed that you had in your TikTok thing like follow me on Insta. Did many people follow you, or is it still like?
People do, yeah. Especially.
I mean, your
when
Insta's
you-
at like 20k at the moment, isn't it?
It is, but I'm deleting all my ghost followers at the moment, so it's
Ah.
actually going down, if
Ah,
anything,
okay.
because I'm removing all these.
Like inactive accounts and that.
Yeah, there's like inactive accounts that have been following me since like 2017 that just don't view my shit, and you can like filter it on an app, and it allows you to like see who's not, and then you just like block all those people. So I think I'm going down, but like I'm still getting fuck ton a day. And they're all from TikTok mainly, and like because
Yeah.
I haven't released a song since like February. Or
Yeah,
something.
February White Lies, which it was.
Yes,
Banger.
yes, sir.
Great song.
That's the one you went to the airport for, isn't it?
No, that was
No, that's
That was
not-
flight
fucking
mode,
idiot.
yeah.
That was
Shit,
flight
my
mode.
bad.
You fake
My
fan.
bad. I'm a fake
No, no,
fan.
no, no.
Shit.
Dude,
Guess
I
I'm gonna
released
go-
them at exactly the same time as well.
I'm gonna go jump off a cliff now, bro. Fuck you.
It takes so much to make me smile these days.
It takes so much to produce a smile these days.
'Cause what was your first song? That was
That was one of you has to know. Dan,
No,
knows.
I'm not
Oh,
saying
was
anything
it,
anymore. I'm gonna jump off a cliff.
Oh man, you really put me on the
fuck.
spot here. I couldn't tell
Oh,
you.
I
New Estate
remember-
is
So I'm
the
probably
one
just
where-
gonna make you feel bad now, eh?
New
No.
Estate is the one.
New Estate was the
I
one
recall
where we
the
all
most.
kind of really discovered you.
Yeah,
you,
true.
you were doing
Okay.
music for the first time. Which
Um,
was the first
it-
one?
Yeah.
It was Righteous.
I
made a
did know that.
song.
You know what? I did know that.
Yeah, yeah.
You lied.
It's like the cover art. The cover art was a picture of a brain with a
Oh,
knife
that's
in
it. That's it.
Yeah.
Fucking knew it. Also, has all your songs disappeared from Google Play? Because I cannot find them.
I've deleted heaps. I've only have like 4 songs.
I was
up
just saying,
at
on
the
your
moment.
Spotify, you got 4 songs on there, which is a
Yeah.
bummer because New Estate was a banger, man. What the fuck?
New
So
Estate
was-
was.
Wasted
did you
time was a
delete
banger
Newest-
too.
Wait, what was the question?
Oh, sorry. I was just saying, did you like delete New Estate and stuff off Google Play?
Spotify. I think it deletes off all of them because I use my the distributor that I use just deletes them
Doesn't
off all
syndicate it for
stores.
you.
Who do you
Yeah.
use,
Yeah.
Ben?
DistroKid.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Because how much do you pay per upload with distro?
It's free, unlimited uploads, and you pay like $20 a year.
So it's not.
That's
free.
really good.
Well, it's
No,
free
it-
per
well, it
upload,
is.
but a yearly
It's
fee.
like a subscription thing. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like no, but there's other pay. I think like CD Baby makes you pay like per
CD Baby
upload.
does make you pay per upload. There's a couple of them.
Yeah.
I know DistroKid's one of the best. I've been using Amuse at the moment because they're much the same.
Amuse, yeah.
Amuse is
That's the
good
one that you
because
can
it's
get.
all off your phone.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the one I saw on the App Store. It's like that yellow one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got like the
Yeah.
big A on it. And it's yellow. It's
Yeah.
actual good. I've been using that for all my shit, and it's handy because they have a massive Australia-based support team. So if you've
Yeah.
got like if shit hits the fan, or if you put an upload up and it's wrong, or it gets put on the wrong page, they generally get back to you within a couple hours of you putting up a support ticket and shit.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you had
that's
a
the
you had a
thing,
bit of
yeah.
issue with that, didn't you, Caden? Like when you're putting stuff up, that it was going to like a different Verum sort of page.
When I first put my stuff out, because you can't go in and like sign up for fucking Spotify and make an artist profile. Like it has to be made
Yeah.
through distributors and shit.
Yeah.
So you have to give them all the information, as in like the band name and all that kind of stuff, and
Like,
the login
yeah, like description
details,
stuff,
and they'll go through and make it. But it takes time, and it's a process of like checking and back checking and shit like that. So sometimes the music will go up before certain accounts are made, especially like with Google Play and shit. So you'll have your songs going to other band or other artist names with either the same or similar names. So that's like I had an issue with my first song being put up on the wrong Spotify account.
Shit.
Yeah,
Which
well, I
wasn't-
remember on Google Play, it was like even like your most recent
Joseph,
songs.
no
were a
one
bit
uses
different.
Google Play other than you.
Yeah, but damn, but it's good.
Yeah,
Ex-
but they're
ex-
deleting it.
Yeah, except it's going into YouTube Music now,
Shit service.
which is YouTube
Well,
Music.
that's it.
sucks.
Like YouTube Music isn't real. You don't necessarily go to YouTube anymore to listen to music unless you're watching a music video. Like, you don't just sit it in the background while watching shit.
Well, I think that's
I
why they
never
did the
really
whole
did.
like made YouTube
Yeah.
Music sort of thing.
Did you have did you have any like horror stories when you first start? Because
We
like-
should probably go to the back. So when did you start music, and what made
Yeah,
you?
go from the
What
start.
made you want to start?
I guess I chose music for my electives in year 9 and 10, and that's where I kind of got really into it. But not all this. We weren't allowed to study all the fucking shit that I was interested in.
Yeah, I was
like,
gonna say. I feel like Miss Posey
Yeah.
wasn't letting you do rap.
It's going to be
Even
very,
even
Nah,
rock you could barely do with Miss Posey.
very classical. You know what I'm saying? Beethoven type shit.
Yeah, all that stuff. It was so yeah. I didn't like it at first, but like you kind of like get into it when you do the practical side of stuff. And I started doing practical, and then I played in the fucking band a couple of times. Like the
the
music
school band thing.
Yeah,
school band thing, which was cool. And then I really liked that, and I was like, you know what, I wish I could make my own stuff. And then I eventually just, after several years of just pondering, decided to do it. And then in 2018 January, which after we graduated, I decided, I set up a page and I started like posting covers and stuff of and like getting vocal lessons and all that kind of stuff on my Instagram. And I would drive to Hurstville like twice a week at like 7 a.m. in the morning to like get vocal lessons.
Fucking nice.
And
Wow,
yeah, so
yeah.
I was like, I was really into it. And then I full just started making like messing around with GarageBand and stuff. And then I figured out that you can just get you can get other producers to make beats for you, because that was my big thing. I was like, I have no idea how to make a beat, bro. Like I don't have the instruments to record and all that shit. How do you even do that? And then I figured out you can just go to like a website like BeatStars, for example, even SoundCloud, and then you can DM producers and ask. You can get a license from them, and you pay them, and then use that, and then you kind of just write over the top of that instrumental, and then it gets put into you just do your thing, make it into a song. And I literally just did that for a couple of them and didn't release them, and then I was like heavily influenced, like in 2017 2018, heavily influenced by XXS Tentacion. So I made that Righteous, I made the first that song Righteous, which was very, very like
Very
almost
much
like
that vibe.
yeah, like almost like not quite screamo level like Joseph's into, but like that that like hip hop rap screamo kind of stuff. Trap metal, I think is what they refer
Yeah,
to.
so it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's like hardcore punk and trap together kind
Yeah.
of thing. Yeah.
And I made that, and it was like, I was like, okay, this is all right, this is pretty good. And then I put it up, and then it got a all right reception, because I'd already established a bit of a like a little bit of a fan base, if you want to call it that, on Instagram. So I got a few thousand streams on Spotify for that, and then
That's not bad.
yeah, and then I just
For
made a
first
few
release,
other
yeah.
ones. Well, exactly. I was pretty stoked about it, and then but then I realized it costs a shit ton of money to market. And,
It does. It's fucked.
yeah, so I made a few more, and then I pretty much at the end of, let's say, the end of 2019, I just deleted all the stuff that I'd made so far, which was like 2 years worth of stuff, or like a year and a half, I'd say. And then I kept all of them except for like New Estate and Parlay. And then I deleted New Estate because I just wasn't happy with the mix. So
Oh really? Oh fuck it, because that's my fucking bop. I love New Estate.
I wanna remaster it, but I
Or
can't, bro.
New Estate podcast exclusive New Estate remaster coming to a SoundCloud near you.
Do you
Oh.
do you actually like go through and mix and master your own stuff, or do you go to people?
Yeah, I mix and master everything.
So you're all self-taught on that?
Yeah, YouTube tutorials, man. And
Yeah, I mean it's the way to do it.
I literally just can't. I don't have any money to do that stuff. So back then as well, I was working at where was I? I was at Macca's at that stage in 2018, and I had earning minimum wage.
nothing.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
the only money that I was getting, I was putting towards. I bought a MacBook so I could use Logic Pro and GarageBand.
Oh, so that was gonna be my next question. What
What
DAW were
DAW?
you using?
Yeah, it's I mainly use this will be my first Butter Knife was my first song that I used Logic Pro in, and that's what I
Okay.
used to make that. And then all the songs now I've just been using that, working on that. So I haven't even been, I guess, obviously I haven't released in ages, but
Do you make
yeah.
your own beats now and shit though? Do you go through
No,
and make your
no.
own stuff, or do you still go and get other beats from some people?
Yeah, I lease. So I'll pay a significant amount of money. Well, in my eyes, it's significant, but it's like up to $100 to lease a beat sometimes.
Okay.
And
Oh fuck! I
and
thought you were
then
talking about like $300, $400. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, you're born, man. That's what I say. Like, yo, jeez, man.
we don't all
But
live
no.
the high life, Noah. Okay.
Hey, I
Yeah,
don't
we can't
know,
all have
man.
two cars,
What-
Noah.
Why? Hey,
We can't keep
Okay.
JobKeeper.
Oh.
yeah, JobKeeper is fucking amazing. If you're not on it, I recommend you do get on it. Alright, just make up some shit about working at some joint for a year, and you're set, bro.
Yeah.
Like, go for
That's
it.
that's how it
Hey,
works.
sorry,
No
I work for
background
the
checks
place
or
that
anything.
pays you.
No background checks, no nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
If they got
My
Joseph
name-
running the phones, not
my
that
name
much
is,
effort been put into it.
my name is Fabio from Russia.
With your beats and shit, right? Do you go through and you find people? Do you have people you go to all the time? Do you look for
Okay.
like specific styles of beats, or do you kind of find something that you like and you're like, hey, I want this, can I buy it from you?
So you go over to beatstars.com and you type in anything you want. You normally you search by these things called type beats.
Mm.
So you can say your favorite artist or something. Say you were really into let's just say for now Juice World. If you
R.I.P..
had RIP, but if you type in Juice World in the search bar,
Mm.
it'll come up with like all these tracks that producers like that you can put like tags on your tracks when you upload a beat, and
Okay.
all those beats will come up, the ones that sound like a Juice World kind of vibe song, and
Okay.
then I literally will scroll that and listen to hours worth of beats and just
Okay.
choose one. It has to be like perfect. Like that's why I haven't released in months. I haven't found a good beat that I want to use. I've made so many like songs and drafts and stuff that I just haven't been happy with it. And then I think the other day, I think like 3 days ago it was now, I found this one and I was like, oh, okay, this is a bit different. And then I was getting like kind of new estate vibes and I was like, oh, okay, this could work, this could work. And then I recorded over it and yeah, let's just say it was very, 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 very good experience.
So
Well, like, I've
who would
got-
you say? Who would you say like your flow is the closest to, like in terms of all like your favorite rappers? Like, you know, your like Triple X, your Lil Peep, Juice WRLD. Like, who would you say like your flow is the closest to out of them?
Yeah.
What would it be like? What would be like a mixture of it more? Like, what would you say from an artist point of view?
I would say it's complicated because I have different sounding songs. But like Butter Knife is very different to like something like Parlay, for example, or White Lies. In terms of that, I would say you wouldn't. I don't think you know because he's a pretty small artist. He's got a few 100K listeners on Spotify. His name's Miles Wesley, and he makes kind of like emo hip hop kind of like singing / rap kind of stuff as well. And I guess like all of these types of artists are stemming from people like Juice WRLD and Lil Peep, you know, like the big names that kind of like kicked off emo hip hop in that genre.
Yeah.
Butter Knife, for example, very fucking Peep. Like that shit was sounds actually very quite similar in terms of like tone to Ben's Truck. I don't know if you guys have heard that song by Lil Peep. It's
No.
I wouldn't say I have. No,
I wouldn't say
I
I'm
It's
a,
like a-
a devoted peepette.
yeah. No, neither am I really. I only listened to
Yeah,
him
like-
after he.
Is
he
he
dead
dead
like-
as well?
I feel like that was most people.
Yes,
that
yes.
I
listen
think
to
that,
him
I think the
after-
only thing
after
I've
he
heard is
died.
like Beam. Is it Beamer Boy by Peep? That's like the only thing I've heard.
Yeah,
From
Beamer
him?
Boy. And he has that like really like low kind of like
Yeah.
voice. Yeah, that's why I was saying like I kind of think Butter Knife sounds like Peep.
Oh, okay.
And then and then I have like Parlay and stuff, which sounds like a mix between fucking I don't know, like Justin Bieber, Post Malone kind of stuff. Obviously with shittier vocals, but
But you played it like
You're
what
not right.
you played it like what you find. Hey, you don't just kind of go in with the intention of I'm gonna dedicate all this. Like you find, say, a beat that you're like, okay, I'm liking this, and then you kind of come up with it as it goes, and you find what works, and then you notice along the way, it's like, oh, this song kind of sounds like This or
100%.
Okay.
100%, yeah. So like I went through with like I said with Butter Knife House sound very similar to one of Peep's songs. I was like, oh, this beat sounds cool. Didn't notice anything, and then I kind of like I just like freestyled over the top of the beat to kind of get like a melody that I wanted to use, like a vocal melody. And then I listened to it and I was like, oh shit, that kind of sounds similar to like something that Lil Peep would make. And then I just go with it. But I didn't go with it because of that. I went with it because it literally like when it hits the drop on that song, it slapped, and I was like, okay, this has something, like actually has some potential. But that's what I look for. If anything in a song, I make it and it sounds catchy, or the beat kind of just drops and it just hits perfectly, then I'm like, okay, I can work with this, and then I'll keep working with it. And that's just has not been happening the past few months until a couple of days ago. So yeah.
Ben, what are your thoughts on Speed Racer?
And
then we can talk about Batman and Robin after. See, okay.
Fucking love Speed Racer.
Yeah, the famous Kid Boing loves Speed Racer as well. That's just great news.
All right, I'll download TikTok and subscribe just for that. I'll fucking do it.
Speed Racer was one of the greatest movies ever fucking made. I want a number 2 of that. Although in terms of that movie, because I was so young when I watched it, I never understood. Did his brother actually die, or is he the fucking ex guy?
He's the ex guy. That was pretty heavy-handedly put through.
Yeah, but
I think you might have been as a child.
Right?
Joseph, come back.
Because he got the facial reconstruction, didn't he?
Yeah, or some bullshit like that. I don't know.
No, but Joseph, are you sure you want to download TikTok? Because you might lose your PhD in maturity, bro.
Look, you know what? It's the hardest decision I'll ever have to make, and to be honest, it's only Kid Boing that's even getting me close to downloading TikTok.
Joseph, as your lawyer, here's exactly what will happen when you download TikTok.
Yeah.
You'll start liking videos from underage girls, and then that was all you'll get on your For You page. And then in 6 months' time, I'm going to have to be your lawyer in like a court case against you as a pedophile.
Do you know this by experience, Dan, or just...
No, but it's Joseph. You know how big of a fan of Charlie he is.
Oh, come on. You're going to tell me... You know what? No, I'm not going to go into it.
I am going to tell you that. Yeah.
No.
Look,
I know exactly where this is going.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to prison. That's where this is going.
Don't even say look, Joseph, because once you say look, you're going to start talking about it anyway, and we can't stop you. So don't say the word look, and you'll be alright.
Look at what?
No.
What?
He means like every time you're going to say something controversial, you're like, look, it's okay, but...
You're like, look. It's like Caden so basically, but you're
okay,
just
so
look.
basically, classic Caden move. Okay,
Exactly.
Look. Okay. Look, if she's...
He did it again!
Okay, and that's why we're going to stop you there.
Yeah. Alright. So, how's everyone's weekend?
Caden, you were away for the weekend, weren't you?
Yeah, I went camping. I went out down near Cutters Creek all weekend.
How awful was that?
It was fucking sick, bro. It was awesome.
Fuck.
Sat around a campfire and drank piss all weekend. It was great.
Did you do anything else?
Cold.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that cold.
Oh, actually, you're up north, I forget.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. No, it was cool. We went for heaps of bushwalks and shit, went around and explored. Because we were in like a national park. So that was heaps cool. We fucking stacked rocks, bro. It was sick.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, like the floating rocks type
And the
thing.
boys had a mad rock stack and set.
That's some classic country bumpkin stuff.
But no, it was funny. Like we had a good time. We all laughed and drank piss, and it was great.
Why would you drink your piss for, bro?
Yeah, that's kind of gross, man.
Yeah,
You could drink
you
like
trying to be
beer
like
or
Bear
something.
Grylls or
It's
something?
classic
Like,
Aussie tradition.
Yeah, I was
to
gonna
drink
say
piss.
it's classic Aussie shit.
Damn, bro.
What did
And
you
then,
do all weekend? Didn't you just go to Brooklands or something?
No.
Who's
Maybe
that?
some of them did, but we went to Kobe's on Saturday.
So Kobe is an acquaintance of ours.
Kobe's an acquaintance. You may remember it from previous episodes.
Yeah, if you
You may remember him starting sentences and then Caden starting the sentence.
He's the one who
seconds
tries
later.
to talk and then I start talking.
Yeah, if need be, if someone in the audience claps right now, I will call him. Shit, look at that, that's crazy. Alright, let's give him a call.
Oh god.
Anyway, so while he's calling Kobe, so we're at his, and I'm not sure that Kobe's actually alive now.
Hey bro, how are you?
Good, bro, how are you?
Just say something so Kaden can cut you off.
Anyway, so basically...
Alright, say goodbye.
I did, he's gone. He was
Okay.
over here.
Yeah, so it was a big Saturday night. We started early and we finished late, and it got a little bit nuts. So quickly, how was the drive home? Because basically, I got to my uncle's house, and I stayed up till about 4 a.m, still sinking piss, and I was demolished on Sunday, like demolished.
Well, drive home from Kobe's.
Yeah.
Very
it as
fast and
fun?
very furious.
I get demolished at my uncle's as well.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
was
a
his name
topic of
Uncle
many
Gary?
of
Is
your
it Uncle
TikToks.
Gary?
Yeah.
No, so that was classic kid boying TikTok material.
Yeah, I could have made something about that, Joseph.
I know. Do you want to make something? Just anyone clip that and make it.
Joseph, why have you got your ass out?
Wait, are you talking about now? Because I don't have pants on.
Oh. I'm like, every time I see that fucking tat, I'm furious.
Why?
What
Because it's
type?
more original than a snake coming out of a skull.
No, because it's fucking dumber than a snake coming out of a skull.
Why? It's Batman.
It's on your ass cheek.
You're gonna be pissed at my next one. It's gonna be oh boy yeah, and then dash Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2.
Oh, no.
Oh boy yeah. And there we go, boys. I sneaked in another Spider-Man 2 reference.
Oh,
It's been a while. We got it back.
Ben, what's your opinion on Spider-Man 2?
Oh, no.
Not the Andrew Garfield, the good one.
I don't know if I'd call
was-
it good.
I was talking to Leah about this today as well. Unpopular opinion on my behalf, but I think Andrew Garfield did a fucking good job.
Well,
He
considering
did a
the
better
movies were
job than
shit-
Tobey Maguire.
No, he didn't. Shut your fucking mouth.
Yes, he did. Tobey Maguire was garbage.
No, just quickly. Considering on that, those movies are not good, and they're written poorly in terms of the actual character. So for the character he was playing, he actually did a good job. I just think that because he's an actual really good actor in
I
the
agree,
majority
yeah.
of the shit he's done. I think that those movies just inherently were bad.
Best thing that I've seen him in is Hacksaw Ridge. That was
That was an
amazing
excellent
film.
movie.
He's really good in was it the social book, whatever it's called?
The Social Network.
That's it. So,
Yeah. I know that.
Also
that
a fantastic movie.
I liked that one, but like Hacksaw Ridge is just that is actually one of my favorite movies. Like it's directed by Mel Gibson as well, and it
And
just,
he's racist.
yeah. Well, it's a hot topic. No, in terms of the original Spider-Mans, they're good. Obviously you get Tobey Maguire. You can't.
Ben, you don't have to lie. You can say they're terrible.
No,
Because
he's
they
not
are.
lying. He's not lying.
I liked them, but I honestly liked Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man more.
I
Wow,
think everyone
that
did
is an
honest except for
unpopular opinion.
Joseph.
No, I agree with
So brave yet so
That's the
controversial.
official stance of the Saltcast as well, actually.
No way. No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh, it's...
What?
That's
Tom Holland doesn't do a bad job either, but I think that just the original, like the older Spider-Man movies are better.
I
Yeah.
think he's okay. Actually, I just don't like. What was the latest one? I didn't like that
Far
one.
from
I
home.
like
You're an idiot.
Homecoming.
You just hate the MCU, Joseph, because it's the popular thing.
No, are you kidding? I've always loved Batman. I always loved Batman.
I'm not like other girls, I swear.
What are you talking about? We're all virgins here.
Yeah, true. Hey.
Same.
Yeah, man.
Leah's
Same.
been on to me about that for a while.
You
So
gotta like,
follow. What's Leah's page?
LA
Oh.
Skates.
Yeah, LA Skates. Yeah.
LA Skates. Follow LA Skates. Another shout out for the boys.
For
And while
Lauren.
we're doing shout outs, follow Lauren's Impatient Works on Instagram.
Lauren's and
Yeah,
Patient
got to
Works
shout
as well.
out our number one fan.
The
Yeah,
official
I see.
sponsor that she doesn't know about that she
Yeah.
sponsors us yet, I guess. But
And she doesn't, we pay her to sponsor us because we're that desperate
yeah.
as well. Well, she hasn't got a payment yet because we're poor, but we're still it's coming.
You're a
Don't worry,
jobkeeper.
Lauren.
How can you be poor?
Hey,
Because he has like 7 cars.
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
bro. It's an expensive habit that is bad for you, like alcoholism.
Alcoholism is not bad for anyone.
Yeah, it's a good habit. I lied. I'm sorry to everybody that is suffering from alcoholism.
Keep doing you, yeah.
Keep
I don't
doing you,
judge.
bro.
Everyone's got their.
I swear, she'll come back and give you half of what she took as well, man. Don't even worry, bro.
Also, yeah, Ben. Actually, we didn't get to hear about your weekend. How was it?
Pretty uneventful. I worked all weekend, so.
All right, well, that was fucking
So
disappointing.
do you stack
Alright.
shelves or do you?
I
like,
do
like,
have
check
I have a little story. I had to get
Ooh, little
COVID
story.
tested.
out?
Oh,
you
yeah.
can do that.
Wow. All right,
Yeah,
let's give us
'cause-
this story.
What did it come
Kerry-
back as?
Kerry had to. Well, you get to find that out at the end, mate. Kerry came back. Kerry came home and was like, "Oh, you're not doing too well," and I'm like, "Yeah, I've got a little bit, I've got a little snuffle, and I said, can I, should I, like go to the doctors or something? And she's just like, well, why? And I'm like, well, the whole, COVID thing, and
Bit of
she's
a
just
pandemic happening at the moment.
yeah,
God
yeah,
damn it, Kerry.
and then she goes, actually, I was meaning to talk to you about that. We have to, because she's in healthcare, she's a nurse. She's actually not allowed to work if somebody's sick at home. So yeah, I had to get tested ASAP. So I went down to Sutherland Hospital at like, I don't know, it was like 9 o'clock or something in the morning, and I had to line up for about 45 minutes to wait for a test. Yeah, and it was cold, but it was. I went in there. I eventually got in there, and the lady was like, I feel like she'd just seen too many people that day already, and it was already 9 a.m. She was just not having it, and like she like got the swabby thing they stick down your throat, and then she like was about to like do it, and she's like, all right, can you just open your mouth, please? And I'm like, now I must warn you, ma'am, I do have a gag reflex. And then she kind of just looked at me like, she looked at me like, what? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, are you autistic or something? And I just looked at it, and she didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I was like, okay.
Oh, this is awkward now.
Yeah. Because I was
sticking shit down my throat.
I realized that it sounded kinky because I was just like, I said it kind of creepily. I was like, now I must warn you, I do have a bit of a gag reflex. And she kind of just like, and I know that's why she looked at me weird. I didn't mean to say that. I was literally worried that I was going to fucking gag and like throw up because they stick it pretty far back.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've heard it's fucking shit. Like the test is.
Yeah, but I just went about it the wrong way, and then she just looked at me like I was some serial pedophile or something. And I got it done, and it was all good, but like I came back negative. There's your answer, Noah.
Oh,
spoiler.
Yeah, but that was pretty much it. Like she like they were really quick with giving me my results back too. The lady was like, it's gonna take about 3 days, 72 hours minimum. And then I'm like, oh, okay, no worries. So better let work know that I can't work this weekend. So I cancelled all my shifts. Literally got it back like I think 16 hours later the next day.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, but I had to like cancel all my shifts anyway. Yeah, that was last weekend, so that was probably the only eventful thing.
All right, boys, so you know what that means. We're all corona free, and the podcast, we're corona free.
Before we go, just in case anyone isn't already following you, Ben, where can we find you?
You can find me at Kid Boing. That's KID Boing. Pretty easy.
How do you spell it?
Okay.
You gotta spell for
we have Caden on the podcast.
I forgot
He
you were in the
struggles.
call. Yeah. KIDBOING that's on Instagram and Spotify and TikTok if you want. And yeah.
Fucking nice. Well, cheers for joining us today, Ben.
Thank you very much, Ben.
Thank you.
Joseph has a small penis. Good night. Thanks for listening. Please remember to leave a positive rating wherever you're listening from, and to follow our socials at Slaltcast on Twitter and Instagram.